Hello and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibson and today we're talking about something totally spectacular, totally awesome, and that is Christian movies. This movie is called Do You Believe? It stars like Sean Austin and a bunch of other people you recognize. And the movie follows them as they are 12 individuals going through life as they are compelled to take a challenge, to question yourself and ask yourself, do you believe in the cross of Jesus Christ? Do you believe in what Jesus really stood for? You know, and some of them are Christians, some of them are directly there for the time of the question, others aren't, and what we see is the impact that this challenge, and when we challenge ourselves to do what God asks us to do, where God takes us, and then the ripple effect from there. And that's really what this movie does a great job about. As I said, you know, the movie follows 12 distinct characters. Now, that was kind of my biggest fear going into the movie because 12 people is a lot to go on and a lot of people to put stories about in like 2 hours. So I was really nervous because I really liked God's Not Dead, who's the people who made this movie, made that one also. And my biggest thing about God's Not Dead was that God's Not Dead had so much going on. You know, you remember the debate between the professor and the student, but you don't remember is that all the other things going on around that, because they were all this stuff going on that took you away from what you really cared about. Still love that movie, still an excellent movie, but that was kind of that. I was really worried about this one. But it does a fantastic job at it. You know, at times I found myself kind of forgetting about a character for a little bit, but they did such a good job at reiterating them and bringing them up and bringing you to speed about them and making you care about them that it was okay. The movie's story was so provoking. I mean, my wife was in tears the whole time. I was in tears. I mean, it's amazing. It really does. And the cool thing about this movie, this is the coolest thing, is that this movie, when you leave it, you feel refreshed. And that's the truth. You feel like you can do more for Christ, that you can go out and you can be a difference. And I think that's the coolest thing. You know, as Christians, I want to see us going out from here and seeing God change the world. And this movie is a stepping stone of that. This movie is Christian content where we can consume it. I'm telling you what, the amazing thing about this movie was that I showed up about an hour early for the movie. We get there, we walk in, and I go to pay for our tickets, and I'm like, how many tickets are left? They're like, oh, only 12. And I walk over, and there's already a line for me. The movie was selling out. The theater was packed. So young people, old people, everything in between are there, and they're learning about God. That's a beautiful thing. That's the dream of this right here, is to bring Christian content out to you guys where you're at. And the same thing with this. Support this. Support this right now, because I'm telling you what, it's life-altering for people who don't know Christ and people who do get challenged to go forward from Christ. Fantastic movie. I loved it. On the parental guide side, the most refreshing thing of all too. As we were leaving this movie, I looked over at Judah and I said, you know what's so amazing is that we didn't have to check a parental guide for this movie. I mean, like, that's amazing because the movie was clean as can be. It was awesome, and I'm telling you what, everything about it followed through, and I just left the movie, as I said before, refreshed and passionate and wanting to go out and tell you guys about how awesome this movie was. I don't get any sponsorship from this movie. I don't get anything. I'm telling you this because I care and because I liked it. I'm telling you to go see it because it's really, really good. And you should support this stuff, folks. It's really, really important. Because I'm telling you what, I've seen a change in like the last, what, like 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been, since Sherwood Pictures kind of got the ball rolling with like, with Facing the Giants. We've seen this change in Christian cinema. Let's keep supporting it so we keep getting better things. Because this isn't like Exodus, Gods and Kings. This isn't like Noah, where it's half-truths that are glorifying God as the great Redeemer that He is. This is a passionate movie that praises our great God. And it's so amazing that we get to be a part of it. So please support this movie. Please let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen this already? What do you think? Are you going to see it? Every thought you've got going on, let me know down below. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps me so much when you do that. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you next video.